What's up, guys? Welcome to your fourth JavaScript tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys how to change variables and use variables in equations. So let's go ahead and start out with a variable. Remember to declare your variable. You type the variable and then type whatever you want to name it. I'll name mine name, and I'll set the value equal to Tony. And just as a refresher, whenever you wanted to output it on screen, you could use it as an alert and say, if we saved it just like that and looked at it, it would output Tony right on the screen. But what if you're typing along and you decided that you want to have a new value for the variable name? Well, since you already declared it, you don't need to type this var again, since you already did it. You just have to type name and you set it equal to whatever else you want. I'll set mine equal to Bob. Now, since JavaScript is reading top to bottom, it says, alright, we got a variable name, and it's equal to Tony. So now I'm going to spit that out. And then it said, down here it says, alright, now this guy wants us to change the variable name to Bob. So from here on out, the variable name is going to have the value of Bob. So let's alert this just to see what it looks like. So right now, as you can see, I'll save this, and at first it says Tony before it gets to the change, and then we press OK, and the JavaScript goes on, and then it gets the value of Bob, and then we told it to output it on the screen. So let me walk you through this one last time. We first declared a variable and we set it equal to Tony, and then we said, alright, JavaScript, we have a variable Tony, output it on the screen. And then it said, alright, now we decided to change it to Bob. So since the variable now has the value of Bob, why don't you output that on the screen? And that's how you can change a variable's value just by later on using the same instance of the variable but giving it a new value. Now let's get rid of all this and let me guys teach you one more thing in this tutorial, how you can also use variables in variables. So say we have a variable name num1, stands for number 1. I'll set it equal to 30. And then we have another variable named num2. I'll set this equal to 80. We can actually include the variables in a variable. So I'll make a variable called answer, and I'll set it to answer equals the variable 1 plus the variable 2. So now this answer has the value of 110. And just to show you guys, I'll make an alert box and I will alert the answer. As you can see, when I save it, it now has the value 110. And as you can see, anytime you want to change any of these numbers, so say I'll change this to 330, this automatically changes this value right here, and it should change this value down here as well. So let me save this. As you can see, not only did it change that one variable, but it changed the whole instance of this too. So now the answer is equal to 330 plus 80. And this is just to show you guys how you can use variables in equations for another variable. Now I'll try to make this clear things up later on, and in the next tutorial I'm going to be talking about how you can actually get information from the user, and it's a lot more useful than just typing numbers in your computer, because right now we can pretty much just do this in your calculator. So in the next section I'm going to be teaching you the first kind of useful thing that you can do with JavaScript. Thanks.